Alright, my next thing right now is gonna be transmission mount, and it's gonna be the flex disc. I looked underneath. The transmission mount is like really trashed, and I want to replace the flex disc because I'm actually gonna be driving this car most likely across the United States, and yeah, so I'm gonna be having a lot of fun with this car, and I just don't, I want to make sure everything is fine, it's safe, and what else I was gonna say? So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna crawl underneath. The car's jacked up, and there's a jack stand underneath. So I'm gonna crawl underneath. Actually, I'm gonna use the cardboard. I'm not gonna use the creeper, because this way I can have more space in there and stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and show you really quick how the trans mount looks like. So here's my trans mount. Pretty collapsed, and it's hard to see the flex disc. I'm sure it could still be fine. It's all the way there, see? I think one time when I was under this thing, I saw like a huge, kind of like huge crack, bigger than these couple cracks. Probably have to spin it around just to be sure. I think it's in park now. Let's see if I can try it. Yeah, I'll just spin it later probably, but first I'm gonna remove this mount because that needs changing for sure. And alright, so my trans mount, so I already jacked it up, being supported, and just gotta remove these bolts. Actually remove this, I'm gonna remove this cross member because I'm most likely gonna be changing the flex disc. So these are the trans bolts. Alright, next one right there. Alright, so cross member is disconnected. Now there's a 19mm nut you have to remove from the top, and that's it. Trans mount is going to be out. There it is. Don't forget there's a washer on the top, don't lose it. Alright, so as you can see, I'm actually going to be replacing the flex disc because I'm going to show you why. But right now, I got my wrench and I'm just going to keep loosening it. I already removed one bolt right here and the nut, as you can see. But I still have 5 more left, I think. Alright, so this is how you take them out. After I remove the bolts, I'm going to show you what to do, but you're going to basically have to pry this thing out of the way so you can remove the flex disc. And do not ever assume, if you look at from this side, that the flex disc is good, because I'm going to take it off. I'm going to show you how the other side looks. It's just horrible. It was in need of replacement. Alright, all the bolts are taken out, so I can just start prying on this thing. It might take some effort. You can put some lubricant in there if you want, but I'm just gonna try to pry it. Alright, I pried one side, and as you can see, it's separating right there. So now I have to spin it. So when I spin it, damn. Alright, here's another one. I'm gonna need both hands for that, but basically you just gotta play with it, pry it, and it's gonna come. Alright, this piece just came off like that, but that's okay. You're gonna reinstall it back when you put new flex disc on. And this is literally about to come out. So just a couple more hits and pry bars, and that's all. Alright, further inspection revealed this bad carrier bearing. So not the bearing, but also this carrier just literally sloppy and loose, broken. Alright, had to take out the whole drive shaft. I'll show you why. Yes. This is reconnected. Show you this. Brand new bearing and center support. And now just gotta tighten this all the way. Like so. And I'm gonna be using a big adjustable wrench for it. And that should be it. After that I can put the cover on and exhaust back. Alright, so this is tightened up. All good. The only thing is I'm missing the rubber boot on it. I totally forgot, and when I took it off, this didn't have the protective boot. And I totally forgot about it, but I'm just trying to put this back together. Got new flex disc, new center support and bearing, and that new flex disc as well. And I put a lot of grease on those splines so they will never rust. They should be all good. And plus there's going to be this protective cover underneath here, so it's going to be no problem. Alright guys, everything is done. Flex disc, transmission mount, center support. I already put this cover back on and all that, but the exhaust is back on, everything is back on, all German tight. That's it. I'm going to go for a test drive. I'm going to lower everything, clean everything up, and we'll see. Let me show you the old flex discs. That's how bad they were. That's another one. Right there. That's pretty crazy. Was about to go. This is the trans mount. Gosh, what a beauty. And the weather is good too. I mean, it's not so cold. Oh my gosh. Did you see my plate frame?
That's good.
Amazing. Yeah, everything feels really good.
Look at the movie, the video.
Oh, look at that, yeah.
See, now this corn is here
Yeah.
because they're drying it out. It's probably feed corn for animals.
Oh, that's what it is.